This is Final Fantasy VII, and I'll be honest, I wasn't as taken with this as everyone else seems to be. You get the basic tutorial.
You're coming with us!
Can't get surrounded. Nope. Steady. So long. That it?
Combat will feel awkward to start with. That's because it effectively combines a real-time action system with a turn-based system, like some other games have abysmally failed to do before it. This strikes a good balance between the two, although it does take some getting used to. As far as I can tell, Mako is a substance that runs under the surface and is the equivalent of the planet's blood. I think. Regardless, that substance is sucked up by the reactors and turned into power for the city. Avalanche is a rebel group operating with the express purpose of destroying the Mako reactors to save the planet, wrecking everybody's lives in the process. It's a bit on the nose as far as environmental messages go, but it's simple enough to grasp, and Avalanche fully understands what they're doing, and the consequences for doing it. In fact, the consequences are rubbed more in your face than the messages.
We barely scratched the damn thing.
Didn't I tell you to use magic?
Thought you were full of shit.
Think whatever you want. Just do it.
Hell yeah! You see the damage I did?
Keep it up. Here we go.
All right, come on.
Unidentified intruders have detonated a bomb inside Mako Reactor 1. Multiple explosions have been confirmed, as well as ongoing fire. In response, a disaster warning has been issued in Sectors 1 and 8. Structures in the area are at high risk of collapse, rendering the entire sector hazardous.
Yeah, good job team! We blew the Mako reactor, caused billions in damages, and ended the everyday lives of tens of thousands of people. Good job! Normal attacks, block and dodge are done in real time, but if you want to use powerful abilities, magic or items, you need to fill the ATB gauge. You fill it much quicker by attacking enemies.
Here it comes. That it?
To fill the ATB gauge, or active time battle gauge, seriously, I had to look that up on Wikipedia. To fill the gauge, you have to attack enemies, which means you have to be on the offensive. There's one small problem with that. The enemies. The number of enemy types in this game that cannot be interrupted is, to put it mildly, fucking ridiculous. For example, an elite security officer. Cloud moves to engage, hits him upside the head with what is effectively a 6-foot long edged piece of tempered steel.
All right.
The guy completely ignores the fact that he's been hit with enough metal to crush a small car, and responds by knocking Cloud off balance by bitch slapping him in the face with his rifle. Wait, what? What?
Let's do this.
I'm just getting started. Hope you're ready. Better than ever. Tear you to shreds.
Here we go.
Take that! You're gonna roll!
I don't care what universe this is, okay? Unless this bog standard human is wearing an armoured exoskeleton.
Gonna whip your ass twice as hard for TV. Always did like a challenge.
Yes! Like that! I expect that guy to knock me on my arse without apology. Not this weedy little shit. So many enemies in this game are immune to being interrupted. It started to really piss me off. Because you don't get that advantage. Every slight tap knocks you over.
Get him! That was close. Okay, I'll take care of him. You'll see. Moving on then.
The worst offenders are the ghosts and the lizards. The ghost for their damaged shields and teleport attacks.
Let's do this.
Get him!
It's on you.
Okay, let's go. So it's my turn? That'll do! I think we're almost done. And catch! This one's for you! Come on, team!
Leave it to me.
Stay back!
All right. Don't overdo it.
Here goes!
Shit.
Get him!
And the lizards, my fucking god, the lizards, for their homing jumps and ability to turn party members into frogs. I'm not making that up.
Bring it on!
Was never in doubt.
Let's turn this around. Always did like a challenge. Hip fire. Time to go. What the hell? What the hell? Looks like it's my time.
Hey, my house is this way.
Oh, no, pal. You can't go that way until we say so. Oh. That's kind of weird. I don't think the game can make up its mind whether it wants to be level by level or open world. One thing I really do appreciate in this game is the flexibility. Sort of like this, but not quite. In this game, there are various weapons that have a focus either on melee or magic. They all have their own special abilities. and every weapon and armlet has slots for materia. Materia are kind of like magical gadgets that are used to cast spells, and any spell, any materia, can be equipped to any character.
Let's do this. Burn!
Here it comes!
No holding back. I see you. Let's do this. See ya.
That wasn't so bad.
Materia develops experience as it's used, and with that experience comes an expanded range of spells. Healing materia starts with minor healing and develops moderate, regeneration, and massive healing spells. Fire material can develop 3 levels of strength, and so on and so forth. There's a wide range, so test as many as you can. Also, because it's the materia that gains the experience and the expanded spells, not the character, you can upgrade it on one character and transfer it to a different character, and they get all of the spells that have been earned. I like it.
Get ready.
Like when I go.
Let's do
Tear you up! Just blast for it! You're done for!
Go on!
A good day to die! You dodge this!
all right. Won't last
Boss encounters, in my experience, always take at least 10 minutes or more, if not 20 minutes if you're having a bad day. Some of them can drag on for way too long, sometimes because some of them hit really hard and often, locking you into a bloody healing loop, and sometimes it's just because they have a bazillion and 6 hit points.
Your efforts are futile. It'll chase you back into the world and be me.
I hate when they do that.
Let's take care of them first. Not looking good. Going all out. Gotta back up.
About damn time! You got this!
Taking over.
Enemies frequently have vulnerabilities that can be learned by scanning them with the assess materia. You just have to hope you've got enough mana to fuel the spell and the right materia set to take advantage, because you can't change your loadout in mid-fight. After an excruciatingly long trek back to the Sector 7 slums, where the characters keep stopping to talk about how they have to get back as fast as possible,
Aerith?
Go. Follow your heart. Aerith.
why do you keep stopping if you're in a hurry? And trying to swat some mosquitoes. Get back here! Get back here! Bollocks!
Yeah, not looking good.
It turns out that the evil corporation is going to drop an entire section of the city, killing who knows how many people, just to eliminate Avalanche. I think there used to be an environmental message in here somewhere. Can't remember what it was though.
Rematch, huh?
This pump's sole purpose is to drain the planet dry. While you sleep, while you eat, while you shit, it's here sucking up Mako. It doesn't rest, and it doesn't care. You do realize what Mako is, don't you? Mako is the lifeblood of our world. The planet bleeds green like you and me bleed red. The hell you think's gonna happen when it's all gone, huh? Answer me!
Is he always like this?
Stand there and pretend you can't hear the... Hey guys, you know, these fans are really loud and...
You chickening out?
Hell no! I'm just worried that your pony ass is gonna get blown off the side and shit.
Enough! We gotta keep moving!
Think that took a couple years off my life. Not really. Couple seconds maybe. 3 tops.
Barrett grows on you after a while. He starts off as this loudmouthed, pissed-off revolutionary who's really annoying and in your face. And he's quite nuanced by the end. He's my favourite.
You really want to throw down with me? Nah! Don't throw that asshole! Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
The game, in my opinion at least, is constantly hampered by swarms of enemies you can't interrupt. It's really off-pissing. From the moment you go over that wall and start climbing towards Shinra HQ towards the end though, it's fucking awesome. They saved the best shit till last.
It's on you.
Don't look now, but it's about to get real.
I got
Yes, the enemies are still largely immune to interrupt, which is why I haven't really been able to figure out quite why the final run of the game feels totally sublime compared with the rest. Maybe it's because most of the fights are actually bosses at this point, and the bosses in this section are built superbly.
Watch yourself!
Hang back. Duty calls. Now's our chance. Let's do this.
Let's kick it up a notch.
Hold on.
It's the final boss! Oh wait, this is the final boss. 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 Oh wait, this is a cutscene. It just kept on going. Every one of those boss fights had an epic build-up and was epic feeling, were complex in how they fought and forced you to think fairly cleverly and to stay on your feet. It just completely contrasted with the rest of the game. Any one of these boss encounters wouldn't have been out of place in Devil May Cry.
We'll take the lead.
Mind over matter. Back to the limit.
By the end of the game, though, as epic as it was, I was starting to do shit without knowing why. Because this game isn't very clear on what's really going on. I mean, it started off as blow up the reactors to save the planet. Okay. Then it moved on to the whole dropping the plate on the city. Alright. And then by the end it moves into this destiny defying bullshit, and now I'm completely lost and I've no idea what the hell's happening. And I think that there are these bunch of shadows, these hooded, cloaked people flying around that are the will of the planet or something. Even though you were originally trying to save the planet, it occasionally works against you and occasionally helps you. And then there's this fucker who, as far as I'm concerned, is trying to drop a meteorite on the planet to blow it up. Yeah, I know I'm wrong about that, by the way. But the only reason I know I'm wrong is because I consulted Wikipedia. Because I was that bloody confused.
7 seconds till the end. Time enough for you, perhaps. But what will you do with it? Let's see.
By turns, it can be exhilarating, but it can also be tiring, and it's most definitely confusing. I think at the end of the day, I'm going to give Final Fantasy VII a 6 out of 10. Having never played the original, I don't know how much of it is missing, and whether it would be better if I actually played the missing bit, if the plot threads were expanded upon. But there's too many confusing bits for me. So that's it. Final Fantasy VII is a 6 out of 10. It's above average for me. I'd have another go of it, but I'd skip the talking this time round and just play it for the combat, which was cool at times, especially the last bit. So that's it for me. What did you think of my review? Leave a like or dislike down below. What did you think of Final Fantasy VII, the remake? Specifically, not the story or anything like that. Don't bother to explain that to me because I've tried. But what did you think of it compared to the original? How much of the original game is missing? I understand that this game has some padding in it as well. So I don't know, having never seen it. How much am I missing, and would the missing bit help me understand it? Let me know down in the comments section. And for those of you who can't get enough of my dulcet tones, you can always subscribe. Or if you think I sound like a banshee with a sore throat, you can always inflict me on someone else by sharing. See you next time. In fact, the consequences are rubbed in your face more than the actual message. I forgot what the last word was. In fact, they rubbed the... Oh, shit. In fact, the consequences... Bollocks. In fact, the fuck. You ever have one of those days where your tongue gets in the way of everything? Damn it. Last time I checked, a haymaker was not a grab. Why do words just fly out of my head? I'm about to say it and then... Gone! It's really annoying. I was going to do this recording yesterday. And then the car developed a flat tyre. So that kind of ruined my recording day yesterday. I'm kind of hoping I've still got enough time to edit it all together and put it up by tomorrow. Unplanned, but never mind.